Hello YouTube. This is late video for sure. I'm very late to this party, but I'm gonna make a short survival hunter guide. I feel like I have played enough now that I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna show you the ropes just quickly and not going into too much detail, but for you to get the overall hang on how to push. I would say mainly M+, but we will talk a little bit about the raid also as a survival hunter. I am now, as of actually yesterday, I have just obtained Resilient 15, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm standing almost in the top 100 survival hunters right now in the world. The push has been going great and survival is very fun. And I hope, since you're clicking this video, I'm assuming you think survival hunter is fun too. So let's go through some stuff. Let's take the simple one first. Priority stat wise. If you're still gearing your hunter, I would say go for high mastery into haste and crit, kind of the same. I actually have a little bit low on crit myself, but I have also made a decision as me pushing a little bit higher on M+ and such that, for example, I use this string, which is high verse and mastery. Not the best for DPS, but it gives me a few percentage of damage reduction, which is what I want for high keys to survive better. You gotta help out the healers, am I right? Other than that, try to bring up your mastery as much as possible. Have some sort of haste. I would even say around just below 20%, and then you're fine. And also here it's critical strike. Now it's 26. I guess you can up that a little bit. If we look at Murloc, for example, you can see that, the crit needs to be upped a little bit. But overall, mastery is biz into having a good mixture of crit and haste. With that being said, what gear do you want to go for? There's a lot of different gears, of course. Crafting, I crafted, this is actually the wrong one. That should be changed. Good that I noticed. It should be crit mastery on this one, because I have a little bit less crit. You craft the braces with Dawn Thread Lining, as well as your gloves with Dawn Thread Lining. Why is that? That's because there is raid boots that I don't have. But if we go into the raid, we have that our BIS boots for this tier is dropping from the Soul Hunters. And it's these ones. The power of your Reshiv wraps are triggered 40% more frequently. And it actually has very good stats as well. I pretty much have the same stats, but I don't have the equip part. And your Reshiv wraps are, of course, the cloak that is in this tier. You just rank it up to rank 6, that's the best one. And then you, depending on your current gear situation, you either put in a mastery or a crit gem. This one needs to be crafted from a profession, so just find it. It's just search for fiber in the crafting auction, whatever, down below here, somewhere here. That one is, everyone has it, so go for that. And craft 2 times Dawn Thread Lining with crit mastery on them, and get your boots. Rings, this one I would say everyone should go for. This is your BIS ring from M+, and overall this is also your BIS ring neck, high haste and mastery. Very good, both of them, and this one is a mastery. And of course, this one is not BIS for DPS, but you could either go for this one, which I have in Mythtrack with high haste and mastery, or I think actually one ring that many people are using are no, wait. There's a raid ring that also is very good. I think it's called Omega something. Which would be your, like, if we check here the overall BIS loot, you go for the Signet of the False Accuser, which I have, you get it from Halls, and then you get the Logic Gate Omega, which is super high on Mastery and some Haste. Yeah. Also good to just note, this one is from Halls. One of your best trinkets for M+ is actually the Halls trinket, so that's good onion to spam in the beginning to get some good items. My current trinket situation is that I'm running a Heroic Antenna and a Lily of the Eternal Weave. So a lot of crit, you soak some balls, and then you have a Mastery proc of 1 minute and 30 seconds CD. I have different trinkets as well, but this one is the trinket combination that seems the best for me. But another trinket that's always, if you don't raid, go for the improvised C4 pacemaker, very good. If you raid again, the Aras Ritual Forge is very good, and it gives you a lot of burst because you get 34k agility. But it also gives you less health, so I don't run it in M+ because that's dangerous. I would say sim your character, of course, what's best for a single target and M+. But Antenna is very good, Lily is very good, and Pacemaker is very good. Also the Halls trinket is one that's being used a lot in M+, which I don't have yet. I'm trying to, but don't have everything. Yeah. I think that's the main thing I'm going to talk about, the gear. The tier set is, of course, just a lot of... Yeah, I guess we can ease into this. Because our next subject will be talents and rotation. So our tier set is basically... Because I run... For M+, I do run a Sentinel. For single target, you run Pack Leader. Then it differs a little bit, but we're going to talk as we're talking Sentinel. With Sentinel, you gain Wildfire Bomb damage increased by 10%. When Lunar Storm fades, gain the Boon of a Loon, causing your next 2 Wildfire Bombs to deal arcane damage and have their initial damage increased by 150%. And then your 4 set is Sentinel's damage is increased by 20%. The Boon of a Loon is now active for the duration of Lunar Storm at 100% effectiveness. Basically, you get a lot of bombs. Or not so many extra bombs, but your bombs are your big damage, basically. If you see here, I will press my first bomb, and I will get this buff, Boon of a Loon. Your next Wildfire Bomb deals arcane damage, and in its initial damage is increased by 150%. So and this will hold for 15 seconds, which is the duration of your Sentinel. And then you will get 2 extra stacks from that, which is the 2 set. So basically you have around 20 seconds to get out as much bombs as possible. Now I actually don't have anything, but my Sentinel is coming up. Here you can see. Now I will get the buff again. I have the Boon of a Loon. During this, focus on getting bombs up all the time. That's your main prior. Of course, get your Serpent Stings up and all that, but your main prior should be during this Boon of a Loon buff. You can see here now the Sentinel has fade, and I used 1 stack, but I still have 1 more. And this gonna last for the whole duration until my next one. So you don't have to hurry so much after 15 seconds, but during this window now, when I pop Sentinel, you can see on the floor here. Now my main focus is always get up my butchery stacks to get more bombs. As soon as the bomb is up, you get a new one. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, can you sneak in some kill commands to get tip of the spear? That will give you increased damage and all that. And of course, use your cooldowns, such as Fury of the Eagle and explosive shots whenever they come up. I would say it's gotten pretty straightforward with this tier set. It's much better than it was before, because it was not clear what was the best choice every time. Now it's like, no, bombs is always your best choice, and using Fury of the Eagle and explosive shot on cooldown, basically. Talent-wise, as I said, we run Sentinel with I run Overwatch. You can also, of course, run Crescent Steel, but I don't think it's that much better. And then you have whenever a Sentinel deals damage, the cooldown of your coordinated assault is reduced. Very good, since we're also running symbiotic adrenaline. That gives it the 1 minute CD. We want to lower it as much as possible, so we have coordinated assault all the time. So yeah, Sentinel Watch, Overwatch for Sentinel. And then you can play around a little bit here. I would say most of this is set in stone, but you can, for example, take away your Outland Venom and your Quick Shot and go into Mongoose Bite and Bloody Claws. I have actually done that sometimes during M+, especially dungeons that have a lot of prior target, because you will be pumping much more priority target damage than without it. But also, as I said, blood bombs are your best friend right now, so it can be. It's very similar. I simmed it a few times, and then they are very similar. I will link in the description. I will link this build for you, so you can copy paste it for yourself. But as I said, yeah, bombs your main prio. You will get the hang of it, I feel like. But as they have done with Tip of the Spear, there's a lot of kill commands, a lot of bombs. You're trying to get Tip of the Spear bonuses for most of them. Yeah, I feel defensive. I think this is a subject that not everyone talks about, but I feel like I want to talk about it. Defensive-wise, in M+, there's always the part, how do we survive as a survival hunter? I think we actually have a lot of tools right now to survive. We have the turtle to immune a lot of stuff, and also just take it as a damage reduction. And because it's not like a bubble, it deflects all attacks, but some attacks go through, and then you take damage reduction, which is also good. But you can't. It's not like you can act as a paladin with it. But for a lot of stuff, it's very good. You can just immune attack that can be deflected, and it's not so long of a cooldown. You have 2 stacks of survival of the fittest. I would say keep this one rotated all the time. As soon as you have 2 stacks, then use it for something. Like you can, these ones are so big when to survive high keys. If you know that there's for example, first pulls of a dungeons are usually a very big pull with bloodlust and all that stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And I usually pretty early into the pull, maybe like 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how it feels. I'm just pressing my survival of the fittest to have that defensive up for 8 seconds during the pull, because it will hurt in some capacity, and if you can help out the healer by having a damage reduction, it's very good. And its cooldown is very low, so I mean, you can basically have this for one stack of them for every pull, if you're conservative about it, which is very good. And then, of course, you have the acceleration that's getting lowered by all stuff, and it's also on a very low cooldown, and that's a good heal. So if you know you're getting hit by like a bolt or something that drops you like 30% health, just pop your acceleration a lot. Like, I cannot stress this enough. If you want to survive high keys, you have to use your defensive all the time. Like, it should be... You're doing good if most of them are on cooldown all the time. That's when you're using them enough. And that's the same, just side note, that's the same for coordinated assault. You can't save it, especially when we don't have the 2-minute CD anymore. Like, just pull it. If you have... I mean, of course, yeah, if a pack dies within 2 seconds after your coordinated assaults comes up, yeah, then save it for the next pull. But if you have 10 seconds or more left of the pull, I would say just run it. Because it's better to just have the damage there, and then you will get your... what's it called? You will get this one. Once it downs, you get an explosive shots, and you get 2 extra ones at the same time. So basically, it fires 3 explosive shots in one as soon as your coordinated assault goes up or goes down off cooldown. So it's very good, and yeah. Now, as you might have known, there's a lot of changes coming in Midnight, the next expansion, and I think the way of us playing will be very different, but that's going to be interesting to see. But for now, this is how we play, and yeah, use your utilities. We also have, a lot of stuns. We have the implosive trap, whatever it's called. Where do I have it even? There. Implosive trap. Use it. It knocks up everyone, and it can interrupt CCs. And then you have, of course, your Trank. You have your Intimidation, which is a single target stun. You have Binding Shot. And good note that you can use with Binding Shot is actually, I have a macro for it where I /yell, Binding Shot is up, kite for stun, which, dude, that helps a lot. Because Binding Shot can feel useless because they have to run out of your stun to get stunned. Or they have to run out of your tether, as it's called, and then get stunned. If you yell in chat that, oh, it's up, kite it, the tank might notice and pull them out, and that's an extra stun that's not being used otherwise. Yeah, I think that's the main gist for M+. Get yourself 4 set. Oh yeah, that's true. The belt is actually still being used from last tier, but if you don't have that, just get a belt with like the stats that I mentioned, like Haste Master or something. Haste Crit, I mean. But this one is very good, especially for high keys with the static charge, which gives you a lot of verse. It's basically another way for me to survive better. So yeah, while not sacrificing too much stats. So that's good. Get yourself 4 set, your cloak. If you're early, I would say craft your weapon. That's the best thing you can do. I have got the Miftrack weapon from the hard mode Tashavesh, so yeah, I'm using that one. But I did, like, second week, I did craft my charged halberd. And I think that's a good start to start pumping early, so you can gear up quicker. And then, yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm happy to answer them. There is a Discord link there. You can join me there for my Discord channel, where you can reach out personally if you want to ask questions. But I think that's it for me for this video. I will be uploading some videos more of keys where I'm playing. I have a few 15s that I've recorded, but or I've streamed them, but I just have to cut them up so I can put them into a video. But I think, yeah, with that you can also see how I'm playing and how it goes. But we are pumping, I would say. I mean, of course, we can't compete with everything. But I mean, this was a 15 Arakara I did yesterday. I'm just below the 2 other ones, so I'm happy with that, and it's very fun. So with that being said, enjoy your Survival Hunter gearing and playing it. I for sure am enjoying it a lot, even though it's a bit hard when MM and BM is so good right now, but that's a different subject. Enjoy this M+ guide. I said I mentioned raid. I guess I can just... Yeah, I did say use everything I've said applies for that. I think the stat priority is a little bit changed, but I would say aim for what I've told you, and then instead just run a raid build with pack leader, mongoose bite, and you go into the what's this one called? Spearhead. Simple, right? Flanking strike. You know it's the same as the previous seasons. You ramp up your mongoose bite with the pack leader. You use a kill command a lot, and spearhead you use it before you use coordinated assault, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore you. Raid is a different subject. All right, thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Thank you for dude, I can't speak. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment down below if I missed something, and stay tuned for more M+ videos coming soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.